In this video, we unbox, set up and test a smart bulb that changes colour. It's DADvinci time. It's unboxing time now of the Zerodis RGB colour smart bulb. This is the 7-watt version, so let's have a quick look around the box. So this is reference to the app that you install, which I think is the Smart Life app. So we've got a QR code there. We've got very small instructions there, but again, it's Smart Life, so how to set up the bulb to register it on Smart Life, which we're going to cover later on in this video, and all the details you need are on there to add this to that. Here are the specifications as well. Nothing's ticked, but this is the 7-watt version, and this is also the B22, which is the bayonet fitting in the UK. This also uses the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which is usual for smart devices. So we need to set it up on that when we do. So let's have a look to see what we have in the box itself. Look at this, nice and light on packaging. Hope it's made it all right. There we go. So that's it really, it's just a cardboard box. So let's hope it survived the journey. So there we have it. We have the bayonet fitting there. We have some kind of cooling slots there on the side. We've got aluminium round there, and the top isn't actually glass, it's plastic, so again probably why it survived the trip to my door. So what we'll do now is we'll get the Smart Life app out and we'll set it up. Right, it's bulb setup time now, and I'm going to set this up in the Smart Life app. This is a warning now because this light will be flashing and it will be blinking rapidly to be in setup mode. So please fast forward this part of the video. I'll move on to something else if you're sensitive to that, and also consider that when you buy one of these bulbs, that is likely to be what happens when you set it up for yourself. So if you're sensitive to that, then please be careful. So the normal instructions on this is you switch it on and off 3 times. So I'm going to try it because we need to get this rapidly blinking so that we can actually connect it up to Smart Life. So I'm going to start. That's 2, and let's try it for 3. And then see, there we go. So that is now rapidly blinking. So that's now ready to set up in Smart Life, ready to connect. So I've got my Smart Life app here. So I'm going to add that device there. I'm going to add that as, there we go, a lighting device. So I'm now going to confirm that's rapidly blinking and put my password in for my 2.4 gigahertz network. So I'm just going to put that in now. So we've got a progress meter come up, so we'll give that a few seconds. So hopefully that will find this device, and then once it's found it, it will set it up, and then we can do the necessary tests. And there we have it, a RGB smart bulb has been completed and successfully added. So now that's set up successfully in the Smart Life app, I just thought I'd go through some of the features that the app can do for the light. So we have the standard on-off, as you can see, and you can put that on as a schedule as well. You've got schedulability in there, that comes as part of Smart Life. You also have the white modes as well. So this is where you can adjust brightness, so you can just turn it all the way down, and then you can bring it all the way up, and you can adjust that accordingly to whatever you require. So if we go back to we've got the color mode, which is the one that normally gets people's interest. So you can literally move around the wheel and it can change the color to whatever you would like in all the color options that are available. As you can see, it goes all the way around, so that's actually quite cool. As you will notice on this, the color mode is not as bright as the standard white mode. So you've got a saturation option. Again, you can change the saturation, the color saturation, which is combined with the white. You can change the brightness as well, so you can mix those up, so you can have a not as bright, so it acts more like as mood lighting or background lighting. So you can pretty much change anything you wish to on this in terms of color or saturation or brightness level. So it's actually really quite smart. And then you've got all the other devices that you can get in, or the other parts that you can get in within here as well. So the white mode goes back, as you can see, that's significantly brighter. So it depends where you're going to use these bulbs, and you can put them in the ceiling lights or any other kind of lamps you have. And again, this is purely for demonstration purposes. So now it's time to test with voice assistants. time to have a chat with our favourite voice assistants. So if you haven't used Smart Life before, now you've got it set up, it's really easy to hook up to either Amazon Alexa or Google Home. So just go into the Alexa app and then just find the Smart Life skill, and then you can literally enable it and it's dealt with, and then you can have voice control of this light. And the same with Google Home, just go into Home Control, add a new device in there, and you can effectively hook up your Smart Life account, so anything you add in Smart Life will then automatically come up in the Google Home and as well as Amazon Alexa. Another thing that we do on this channel as well is IFTTT tutorials, and they effectively take your home automation to a new level. And there's actually a video being suggested in the top corner right now that you can have a look at. And once you've started creating your own recipes, you'll find it's actually quite good, and you might get caught up in it and doing all kinds of strange stuff. Maybe when your mobile phone is out somewhere and goes from one area to another, it might switch something on or off at home. So when you leave home in the morning, it might switch this particular light off once you've got down the end of your street and things like that. So have a try, and you'll find it quite addictive, and it's quite a good thing to have a look at. So we'll do a quick test now. So change hall light to red.
Sure, changing the hall light to red.
Change hall light to purple.
Sure, changing the hall light to purple.
Change hall light to white. Change hall light to 10%. Change hall light to maximum.
Sure, setting the hall light brightness to 100%.
So there you have it. Voice assistants working and tested, and also Smart Life app working as it should do. We hope you liked our video. All the links you'll need will be in the description below. Like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and stay tuned to DADvinci.